Hello children, we'll be continuing with the second part of the chapter, the sectors of the Indian economy, Standard 9, Economics Application. We'll start with importance of agriculture to the Indian economy. Here's an overview of the importance of agriculture or the role of agriculture in the Indian economy. Let's directly start with it in details. The first one is it contributes to national income because people are dependent upon the agricultural sector. They earn their money from the agricultural sector. Hence, we say agriculture plays a role in earning national income for the country. Second, it provides employment. As per 2011 and 12, about 49% of the country works in the agricultural sector. Not just agricultural. For example, rice. After the rice is produced in the rice mill, it is processed. Rice mill also comes under the agricultural sector. About 49% of the people still as per 2011 and 12 work in the agricultural sector. Then moving on to the next advantage, it provides food grains to the people of the country. We grow food grains. Fourth, it supplies raw material to the industrial sector. Most of the industries are dependent upon agricultural sector for their raw materials. For example, cotton, sugar, jute, etc. Many workers are engaged in the agricultural sector, not just in the agricultural sector for their food requirement, plus industries are dependent upon the agricultural sector for their supply of raw materials. Then, the industrial products are sold in the agricultural sector. For example, fertilizers produced in the industrial sector, sold in the agricultural sector. Food produced in industrial, rice, for example, finally produced in the industrial sector, sold in the agricultural sector. That means the agricultural sector workers buy the products of the industrial sector. Fertilizers, seeds, pump sets, tractors, etc. are purchased by the agricultural sector. Then, agricultural sector contributes to trade and transport also. The agricultural goods need to be transported, so it provides employment to the services sector, that is trade and transport sector. Agricultural commodities plus raw material have to be carried from one place to another. We need the help of transport system. Okay. Then comes the next one. It helps us in earning foreign exchange. Foreign exchange, our land is of a good quality, so we are able to produce better quality goods, tea, coffee, cotton, jute, etc. And those goods are exported. It has been seen that out of the total exports of the country, about 70% of the agricultural products are exported. And there is another importance of agricultural sector, that is it supplies labor to the industrial sector. The workers who were extra working they were extra workers in the agricultural sector, they were shifted to the industrial sector. Again, there's a concept of disguised unemployment. The people who were working extra, instead of 5 workers where there were 7 workers working, they now shifted to the industrial sector. This is one concept. And there's a concept of seasonal unemployment, in which the people find work in a particular month and the next month they are unemployed. That time they work in the industrial sector. Then we start with the problems faced by the Indian agricultural system. That is why the production from land is falling down. First one, there is inequality in land distribution. That means somebody owns a huge amount of land. They are the rich landlords, or say rich landlords. Okay, they have a large amount of land. And cultivating so much of land is not possible. So they rent out the land to others. Now, once you rent out your land to others, they will not work with that much interest as you would have worked, because it is your own land. Okay, some people own lot of land, and there are some people who don't own land at all. Then comes the land tenure system. It is also a similar thing. Zamindari system, tenant farming, etc. Zamindari system means a system in which one person owned a huge amount of land. He made the others work on it, but then provided them with very less amount of money. Hence, they lost their interest in working. The few more problems of the agricultural sector are: there is low level of productivity from the agricultural sector. It is because of improper planning. It is because of improper planning done by the people, uneducated people. Then, a large part of the population depend upon we have studied earlier, a huge amount of the population depend upon the agricultural sector. That means a lot of pressure on the land, and under pressure, people will not be able to function properly, and continuous use of land also will deteriorate its fertility. Then, we are still using outmoded techniques of production like wooden plows instead of tractors because farmers don't have money. Inadequate irrigation facilities are not available, canals, tube wells, etc. Farmers have to depend upon rainfall. Rainfall is completely erratic. It does not come at the right time. When the crops need water, rainfall is absent. Then, credit facilities. Farmers are not able to take loans from the banks because of the formalities need to be maintained, and they are uneducated. They are unable to fulfill the formalities. As a result, they take money from these zamindars who turn into money lenders, and in return they charge huge amount of interest from the farmers. As a result, now it happens so that in order to pay the interest, sometimes the farmer has to take a new loan, and this is what creates indebtedness. Then there is low growth rate from the agricultural sector because we are using poor quality of raw materials, pesticides, fertilizers, seeds, etc. Lastly, there are a large magnitude of agricultural workers. That's what is discussed here. A huge proportion of the population depends upon land. Large number of workers are dependent upon the agricultural sector. Then there are some more factors. Absence of crop rotation. That means Indian farmers do not follow the policy of crop rotation. Crop rotation means growing one crop in one season and next crop in the other season. Why they don't use? Because they are illiterate and they are not conscious about the benefits of crop rotation. And since they don't follow crop rotation, the land loses its fertility. Then they also face the problem of marketing. They do not have transport facilities to carry their products to the market. As a result, people from sellers from the cities and towns come to the villages to buy the crops from the farmers. But they pay whatever price they want to. And farmers have no option. If they don't sell their products, the products will get damaged because they don't have storage facilities also. Okay, they don't have transport and communication facility to search for new markets. So whatever price is offered by the person who comes to buy the product, they buy it, and hence the farmers stand to gain very less amount of money. And the last one is agricultural indebtedness. They borrow money from the farmers, not just for the production like buying seeds, fertilizers, but also for meeting their regular requirements like consumption. Generally in case of a crop failure. Okay, then for marriage and other purposes, to maintain the social relations, they need to borrow money. And the interest is so high sometimes that they have to take another loan to pay off the interest itself. As a result, they keep on taking loans and they fall under that trap of poverty, vicious circle of poverty.